Marriage can get messy, but with God, we stay steady.
This is Staying Afloat with VJ and Camille. So, welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast. And today, Lovey, we will be talking about
What you focus on grows, choosing to see the good thing in your marriage.
Yon.
Ganda no? What you focus on grows.
Grows.
Ganda ng title nito Good.
Yes.
Ganda ng naisip mo lang. Ang ganda kasi kung ano talaga yung fino-focus ng mind mo, yun talaga yung mag-grow. So
That's
if you
true.
focus good things, then you should be expecting good things will come.
But if you
focus on the bad things, yun din yung mag-grow. So if you focus on the positive, syempre ang balik niyan maganda. But if you focus on the negative, the negativity will just grow.
That's true. I agree. So let's start by sharing our anchor verse for today's episode, love. Because it's really something that's very nice. And to be honest, it isa to sa mga bagay that I continually remind myself. Kasi hindi siya natural sa atin na mag-isip ng mga ganitong bagay.
Tama.
So let's share Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. It says here, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things."
Ganda.
So you'll see na lahat ng minention doon ay positive. Whatever is noble, right, yung tama, kung ano yung pure, lovely, and admirable. Wala siyang binanggit na negative. Na doon ka daw, sabi na dito, if anything is excellent and praiseworthy, think, isipin. Yun daw yung lagi mong isipin sa isip mo.
Tama. Sabi sa last phrase, think about such things.
Nice.
So the scripture is reminding us na we have to focus on the good things, not on the bad things.
That's right.
So,
Because, diba, love, let's start with in the context of marriage.
hmm,
Pag hindi pa kayo kasal, syempre, ang nakikita mo lang lahat magaganda.
syempre,
At
best
ang-
foot forward yan.
Yes, exactly. So, ang pinapakita mo lang din ay yung magaganda. But once you get married, things become real. You suddenly have discoveries about your spouse na hindi mo alam na, ay, ganito pala siya.
Like,
Like ako, na,
sa akin, ha?
oo, malakas ka pala maghilik.
Di
But
na.
occasional. Pag pagod na pagod lang siya, doon lang siya naghihilik. May na-discover din ako sa kanya. Kapag pagod na pagod siya, natutulog siya ng nakadapa, tas naka-fold yung paa na ganun. Parang, anong posisyon yan?
Talaga ba?
Oo, love. Parang kang naka, yung parang such a weird position but you sleep so good that way na hindi ko alam yun about you before. Ikaw, anong mga na-discover mo sa akin?
Sigurado ka.
Pwede naman.
Ano ba yung mga na-discover ko sa love? Syempre, nung
Yeah.
una, hindi ko alam yun because hindi pa naman tayo nakatira sa isang bahay.
Mhm.
And then when we started living in one house, when we got married, syempre nakita ko doon na, syempre babae, given naman yon, babae, maraming mga gamit yan, kung ano-ano. So, syempre, nandun yung nahihirapan siyang iayos yung mga gamit niya ngayon sa bahay namin.
So nice of you, my love, to word it
Ah.
so nicely. Nahirapan siyang pagandahin yung, ang short, makalat ako. So,
Hindi.
nag-struggle siya sa kalat ko. Diretsuhin mo
Hindi.
na kasi, love. Pinapaganda mo pa eh.
De, ayun na nga. So, nahihirapan talaga siyang linisin kasi nga wala siyang masyadong time at hindi niya rin siguro na ma-manage yung time niya wisely. And syempre, di ba, kapag ikaw nakita mo yung asawa mo na parang, ano ba to, non-stop ba tong mga bili mo rito? Parang palagi na lang may nag-doorbell sa bahay natin. Tapos palagi may dinedeliver ng mga gamit para sa'yo.
Uy, ibang topic na yan. Dito lang tayo sa kalat. Hindi, joke lang, love.
Kalat yun eh.
More kalats coming. Joke
Diba?
lang.
So, yun yung mga bagay lang naman. Pero these are small things, no? Pero pag hindi mo siya na-handle properly, it becomes, pwede mong gamitin towards her.
Yeah.
At pwedeng makasakit yon kapag sinabi mo na sa kanya yon. So,
I remember before, ito ano talaga nito, bubog to ni Lovie sa akin.
Hmm.
Tapos nung sinabi nun, parang shocks, issue pala yun sa kanya. This is very simple to be honest.
Ano to?
But for some married couples might be big. Naiinis siya pagka yung pinipindot ko yung toothpaste sa gitna. Tapos kapag gagamitin niya, yung gusto niya kasi, si VJ presses the toothpaste from the end. So, kita mo talaga yan, mataba dito, manipis dito. Ako naman, pindot. So, siya parang, bakit ganito ka gumamit ng toothpaste? Bakit hindi mo siya isiksik ng ganyan? So, parang doon namin na-realize na, shocks, ito talaga yung mga issues ng marriage, no? It can be the littlest thing na kapag na-trigger sa maling paraan, ang laking issue niya pala. So those were our little quirks. He doesn't like it. Ang tawag niya dun sa mga toiletry stuff namin, meron daw akong tindahan. Tama ba, love? Meron akong tindahan sa banyo namin kasi pag nag-stock ako ng shampoo, mga 5, sabon. So, syempre, madami yun. So, stock, stock, stock. So, siya, sumasakit daw yung mata niya. Feeling daw niya may, ang dami daw nakalagay na gamit. 'Di ba,
Eh,
love?
oo, kasi ako gusto ko simple lang, eh, basta meron akong isa, okey na yun. Ayoko talaga nung 'pag nakita ko na yung ang dami diyan, para akong, "Wow, sandali,
No overwhelm siya.
ano 'to?" Parang gano'n.
Oo.
Hindi ako makapag-isip ng malinaw, in short, gano'n. Nahihirapan akong i-comprehend.
In short, minimalist siya. Ako hoarder. So, pag pinagsama mo kami, parang culture shock talaga. 'Di ba, love?
Eto, naalala mo nung nakatira pa tayo sa townhouse,
Ah,
tapos isa lang yung sink natin,
oo.
tapos siyempre lahat nga ng bagay ginagawa namin together. So, magtu-toothbrush siya, siyempre magtu-toothbrush din ako. So, siyempre dahil isa lang yung sink at masikip yung lugar, do'n ako nagtu-toothbrush sa likod. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, "Love, hindi ko mahintay yung meron na tayong tig-isa para meron kang side of you, side of me." Ngayon, nung nangyari yun, praise the Lord, kasi we were blessed by a house then.
Oo, na may space yung bathroom para may tig-isa kaming sink.
Sobra talaga yung pag-toothbrush ko, parang na-appreciate ko, wow, wala na akong ano rito, katabi. Pero, 'di ba meron na siyang side do'n, meron na ako side dito. Imaginin ninyo, pati yung gamit niya, konti-konting lumalapit sa'kin. Ta's ako, naku, sasakupin na ako nito. Baka the next thing I know,
Ay,
nandito na rin siya sa side ko. So sabi ko, "Love, eto may jurisdiction tayo rito. Alam mo mahal kita, eh. Pero yung mga gamit mo, diyan lang yun. May lugar ka, eh. Huwag na dito."
paano mo-move on? Grabe yung lumalakad lumalakad yung gamit ko talaga papunta sa'yo. Hindi,
Last week,
joke lang.
andiyan lang yan. The next week, ba't parang lumalapit na ako? Threat 'to.
But you know that's true. I am now constantly aware that I am living with a spouse. Kung dati ang lahat ng preference ko pink lahat, pink, pink, pink. Nung nag-asawa ko na-realize ko, hala, may lalaki na pala hindi na pwedeng puro pink. So, stuff like that. So, those are the things that we discovered about each other. At
Mm.
marami pa na parang, shocks, ganito pala. And when things get real, when marriage gets real, that's where the challenge starts. You easily point out the things that you don't like about your spouse. I remember before love, it was such a conflict also in our marriage. Yung kalat ko, yung mga gamit na ganyan. As in, it would create
Tension.
tension between us. And ako din, syempre dahil sinisita niya ako, ang tendency, nag-iisip din ako ng ways na mga gusto kong sitahin tungkol sa kanya na parang,
Retaliate?
wow, may isang time parang, love, ikaw nakalimutan mong gawin to ah. Ganon. Parang, siya, this was before. Si VJ, meron siyang times na nalilimutan niyang, ako ba yun? Either you or me.
Alin?
Yung nakakalimutan isa lang yung mga drawers after using.
Wala akong
Sino
drawer.
ba yun?
Wala akong drawers.
Anong walang drawer sa luma nating house, love? Sa townhouse when we were renting. Tapos parang may sinita siya sa akin na, o yung towel mo, hindi mo naman sinampay ha. Parang ganyan. Tapos ako parang hurt na hurt ako na, sinita mo yung towel kong hindi sinampay. Eh samantalang ako, ang dami mong minsan kalat na hindi na lang ako kumikibo. Tapos nililigpit ko na lang kasi parang ayoko na lang maging issue. And yet, yung thing na ginawa ko, na-upset ka. So ngayon, doon natin na-realize talaga, love, na when we focus on the wrong things, it will really start resentment or build resentment in our hearts. Na kapag hindi mo dinil at patuloy na doon ka nag-isip ng nag-isip, ayun, hindi mo nare-realize, bitter ka na towards your spouse. And siguro yun yung isang bagay na kailangan nating iwasan because we have expectations. Love, may expectations ka ba sa akin? And what are the things that you expected from me when we got married?
I expect you to take care of the house, to
Okay.
take care of the household work.
Mm-hmm.
Yung mga I expect you to be present with our children,
Okay.
even if you're busy, even if you're working. And yun yung mga naisip ko ngayon.
And
But,
kung hindi ko nagawa yung mga expectations mo sa akin,
mm,
how will you feel?
naiinis ako syempre. Hindi mo ginawa.
Exactly.
That's why, do not expect.
That's true. We
Don't
both have
expect.
learned, 'di ba, love? Parang
Yeah.
through time and again, through accountability, through our church, kasi kami ni VJ, we intentionally also started seeking the word and attending a lot of things wherein we think we would grow. Kasi mahirap yung sarili ko lang naisip yung gagawin ko. I wanna learn from other people. How do you manage marriage? How do you do marriage na para mag-work talaga siya? And we were intentional about that. And one of the things that we learned is that dapat wala kang expectations sa spouse mo. Kasi pag wala kang expectations, hindi ka ngayon madidisappoint. Kasi wala kang expectation eh. So
Mm.
dahil hindi ka ngayon na-disappoint at hindi ka nag-expect, kapag may ginawa ngayon siyang maganda, na-appreciate mo. Kasi hindi ka nag-expect. Unlike you put your expectations high, your standards high, hindi niya na-meet, so ngayon, bad trip ka. Second danger of that is that you have high expectations, na-meet niya, entitlement naman. Dapat lang ginawa mo yan. Kasi yan ang ine-expect kong gawin mo.
Mm.
So, di ba love, parehong
Yep.
fail. So, no expectations and then your appreciation will increase. Kasi, uy, ginawa niya to, parang nakakatuwa naman.
So,
Yan.
zero expectation, more appreciation. In short, sa
Yes.
sinabi mo.
Yes.
Kasi talagang masasaktan ka at may inis ka at mafo-frustrate ka if you keep on expecting na gagawin ng spouse mo.
Yes.
Or better, communicate.
That's true.
Communicate, hindi ka pwedeng mag-assume, hindi ka pwedeng mag-expect. You have to tell it straightforward. Sabihin mo sa husband mo, ito yung gusto ko, or hindi.
Yes.
Or ito yung sana yung mas magandang gawin mo.
Yes.
Imbis na parang sinasabi mo na, ito yung gawin mo. Parang demanding naman yun eh.
Oo, oo. Yeah, and I remember we used to struggle with that before.
Yeah.
Like you would tell me the things that you would want to do and I would feel hurt na parang bakit feeling ko sinasabi mo parang you're telling me what to do. So sometimes your words, how you say it is also very important. And another danger why we focus on the bad is 'di ba ito love natutunan natin to. Never say never and always.
Those two words.
Those two words. You never do this and you always do this.
Patay tayo dyan.
Ayun, masakit yun.
Patay tayo dyan, no?
So, bakit ba hindi yun dapat laging sinasabi, love?
Bakit hindi yun dapat palagi sinasabi?
Because you know in your mind it's not true.
Oh.
Yung parang grabe. Di ba kung sabi, alam mo, ikaw palagi ka na lang ganyan. Palagi ka na lang makalat, paulit-ulit. Yan, frustrated ka na, kaya ganun ka na. And syempre, yung receiving spouse na nakakarinig, parang talaga lang, palagi akong ganito. So, never mo talagang nakita yung mabubuting ginawa ko. Ang nakita mo lang talaga itong laging hindi ko maisampay itong tuwalya ko. Parang ganun,
Alam mo, ang
diba?
reality is talagang mas madali hanapin yung negative.
That's true.
Mas madali hanapin yung pangit at hindi maganda kesa dun sa maganda at yung mga magagandang ginagawa natin. Mas nagfo-focus tayo sa isipin mo nga eh, di ba? Pag pinisip ka, ano yung mga magagandang bagay na nagawa or ano yung magagandang bagay na meron ng asawa mo? Tagal mo mag-isip. Pag pinag-isip ka na ano yung mga hindi magaganda, ang bilis mo sumagot.
At ang haba ng sasabihin mo.
Oo. Dito sa magaganda, mag-iisip ka, sandali,
Ano ba,
sandali, sandali ah.
teka?
Ano ba yung, what are
Recall
the
ko lang
things?
ah.
Pero kapag negative na, ang bilis. That's
Yeah.
why, ang ganda nung anchor verse natin, di ba? Think about such things. Think about good. Think about what is true, what is honorable, what is true. Doon talaga dapat tayo mag-focus.
Yes. So now that we are in that part, diba, it's natural for us humans to focus on the negative. So how do we shift our focus, love? Paano ba natin mababago yung perspective natin para hindi yun yung maging laging reaction natin or yung maging habit natin when it comes to dealing with these frustrations in our marriage? How do we shift our focus?
Siguro number one is yung appreciation talaga and the gratitude. The more that you appreciate, mas kapag ikaw na-appreciate ka ng asawa mo, di ba parang feeling mo na parang ang sarap pakinggan, tapos parang feeling mo, parang kang si Superman, na parang kaya mong gawin lahat because you felt appreciated. Yung gratitude na binibigay nung spouse mo or yung partner mo, kapag nakatanggap ka talaga ng positive, it feels good in
That's
you.
true.
Diba? Parang lahat, I can do anything for you.
That's true.
Parang pinapalakas mo yung spouse mo na yon when you give positive and good things about that person.
I agree. Tama ka, love. Because, di ba, as they say, our words have the power to build someone up and also to tear him down. And we don't realize the power of our words in
Of
a
our tongue. Yep.
marriage. 'Di ba? Naakala natin, sinabi lang natin yun. But you know, those things that we put out, malaki yung epekto nun dun sa taong nakakarinig. Even to our children. 'Di ba? If we always criticize them, if we always pagalit them, if we always see
Lecture.
the bad in them, but we fail to appreciate the good things, it will also tear their spirits down. And nawawala din yung bilib nila sa sarili nila. Ganon din tayo. We feel incapable. All of a sudden, we question ourselves, may mali ba sa akin? Hindi ba talaga ako karapat-dapat? Am I really unworthy of a lot of things? So, those are very important to realize that your words have power.
Power.
Yes.
Nice.
For me naman, love, is yung self-realization din. Kasi it's easy for us to spot the negative things about our spouse, but we fail to realize that we are also imperfect.
Definitely.
May mali din ako, may pagkukulang din ako. Malamang marami din akong mga bagay na ginagawa that fails you, that frustrates you, and yet pinapalagpas mo lang yun without telling me. Pero ako, hindi ko nakikita yun sa sarili ko. So it's important to also assess yourself. Ako ba, kamusta ba ako bilang asawa?
Right.
Kamusta ba ako bilang husband? Kamusta ba ako bilang wife? Madali kaya akong kasama? 'Di ba?
Mm.
Parang it's good to ask yourself that. How am I? Kung ako, kakasama ko yung sarili ko sa bahay, ano kayang pakiramdam ko? 'Di ba? It's good to put yourself in other people's shoes to see who you are and how you are to them. Yun.
Pero mahirap gawin yun, no?
Yes. You need to be intentional in assessing yourself. Kasi yun nga natural sa atin love. Tayo perfect. Sila lahat mali, 'di ba?
Tama.
And what else?
So, last is recall the good things.
Mhm.
So, siguro, di ba, nung when you were
Deeply,
deeply,
madly
madly
in
in
love.
love. So, last one is recall the good things about your spouse. Di ba, when you were deeply, madly in love with each other, nung pakakasalan mo pa lang, talagang you will give the moon and the sun and the stars sa asawa mo, di ba?
Yes.
Pero ngayon na alam mo na, ganito pala siya. Go back.
Yeah.
Go back, balikan mo yung panahon kung bakit mo siya pinakasalan. Balikan mo yung panahon na yung asawa mo ay napaka-loving pala, yung asawa mo napaka-patient pala, yung asawa mo napaka-selfless,
Lambing.
napakalambing, ikaw lang ang iniisip,
Yes.
'di ba? Balikan mo yung mga bagay na yun. And for you to realize na ito yung pinakasalan ko. Focus on the good things. Don't focus on the bad things na meron yung iyong mga spouse.
Agree. Because I'm sure, love, you married that person for a reason because of the good things that you saw in him.
Exactly. Di ba?
Hindi mo,
Mabait to.
hindi mo naman pakakasalan to kasi
Gusto,
salbahe siya eh.
ay, gusto kong pakasalan to kasi
Kasi
mamamat. Oo.
babaero siya. No! Di ba, love? Hindi. Pinakasalan mo siya kasi may mga nakita kang magaganda sa kanya. Balikan mo yun.
Or pakasalan ko to
Diba?
kasi impatient to eh. Gusto ko, walang ganon, di ba?
Walang ganon. Okay. So now let's go to
Practical.
yes. What are the practical steps for us to be able to focus on the good about our spouse, my love?
Siguro number 1 is make a appreciation list or a thank you list.
Mhm.
List down mo lang doon. Siguro, I don't know kung ilan ang maiisip mo, but list down all the things that you appreciate or you thankful or grateful about your spouse.
I'll give an example. Ako, love, I am grateful because you are a present husband and father. Alam mo, actually, simplehan lang natin. Medyo ano pa nga yun eh. Ako, nagpapasalamat lang ako na gumigising ako sa umaga na nandito ka sa tabi ko. At ako yung pinipili mong makasama every night. Just your simple presence is something that I am grateful for. Yun lang, yung maliit na bagay na ganun. Because in times like today, love, ang dami ng problema ha. Ang dami ng mga mag-aasawa na sa ibang lugar na gumigising. Alam mo yun? So even that simple thing, you should be grateful for. Ikaw, what's your simplest thing that you are grateful for, my love?
I am grateful for you for giving me every single because sabi mo nga kanina, di ba, walang perfect, hindi rin ako perfect. Feeling natin kasi we are entitled na ako yung mas magaling, ako yung mas marunong. But you also have to check yourself and assess your heart na, am I also a loving person? O okay din ba ako kasama or alam mo, okay ba ako as a husband? So, siguro grateful ako na you always forgive me every time that I accidentally hurt you in a different or in many ways. Simple things, big things, and that you forgive me every single day.
Wow. Thank you, love. Because that's deep. I think that's
Yeah.
deep. That's deep to share. And it's something we both extend to each other every day. We extend grace. 'Di ba? Na parang minsan kasi tama yung sinabi mo, love eh, not all the time 100% okay kay. May
Mm.
mga times talaga you're struggling and sometimes it shows in how you are every day. But yeah, you are the same with me. You also extend grace towards me every day and I'm thankful for that. So that's our number one is to be able to choose to choose something that we should all be grateful for. Our second is choose one strength or admirable trait to speak out daily. And this is something that, lately lang namin naging practice to ni Lovey na parang every time he's out and he's at work, I would message him and I would tell him na love, sobra kong na-appreciate the things that you do for our
Mm.
family. I appreciate you working hard. I appreciate you having a lot of plans. Lahat ng yun, it really matters to me. And I want you to know that I am praying for you, that also God will open doors of opportunities na maging madali yung trabaho mo. So, it's not also something na natural for us in the beginning. Parang lately pa lang natin natututunan gawin yun sa isa't isa.
Yeah, I remember that. Iba-iba yung feeling ko when I read about it. Parang, oh, this is unusual. And it feels good to read it. It boosts my morale and my whole being.
Yes. Yun nga yung sabi mo para kang superhero na pag na-receive mo yun, feeling mo kahit ano, kaya mo nang gawin. What else can we do to see the good in our spouse? Ito, isa din to sa mga napapina-practice ko lately. I really pray for you intentionally na hindi kailangan alam mo. So, every time you leave the house, every time you're at work, tas maalala kita, pagpipray kita, minsan yung office mo, madadaanan ko, tas bakante yun kasi wala ka doon. So, lalapit lang ako doon, tas ipipray over ko lang na parang, Lord, i-bless mo tong lugar na to, i-bless mo si VJ pag nandito siya, na sana lahat ng quiet time niya, mas mag-grow pa siya in the knowledge of your word. Yung mga plano niya, mag-materialize, ipaisip niyo lang sa kanya yung mga bagay na gusto niyong mangyari sa kanya. And I intentionally pray for that in detail. And then you know what, love? It blesses me that whenever you come home from work and you share with me, Love, ito yung nangyari sa work today. Ito yung dami ng clients na meron ako today. And as you share that with me, I am reminded that because I
Because you
prayed
pray.
for you and because I continually pray for you, then maybe my prayer opens doors for the Lord to bless you all the more. So that's also something, love, na na-realize ko na there is really power in praying for your husband.
Oh, definitely. Love.
I pray for temptation to be away from you. I pray for protection always na gabayan ka niya. So yun, love, yung mga things na I used to take for granted before. Na akala ko, hindi yun kailangan, pero importante.
Very nice. And our last point would be practice replacing complaints and change it to appreciation and encouragement. So the more that the more that we appreciate our spouse, how are we going to do that, husbands? Hey, Lovey, I appreciate you because you had time for me. I appreciate you because you had time for our children. Even if you are so busy, I appreciate you loving our family. I appreciate it. Doesn't have to be big, guys. Small things matters. Hindi kailangan extravagant. Yung mga maliliit na bagay, yung mga daily commitments na ginagawa ng spouse natin, those are the things that we appreciate because hindi yon palaging nangyayari. And we focus more on the negative. So again, practice changing our perspective to complaints and go to appreciation and gratitude.
Ako, love, just to share, sobrang na-appreciate ko kapag ka sinasabi mo sa akin na nasarapan ka sa niluto. It really, really brings so much joy to my
Simple
heart.
lang.
Kasi struggle ko ang pagluluto eh. Hindi ako, alam kong hindi ko skill yan. So talagang, I cook to please your palates because it's very, very juicy. Iba yung palate ng asawa ko. Talagang mataas ang standard ng panlasa niya kasi. So parang pag na-appreciate niya yung niluto ko, yung talagang para akong, yes, I did something right. So yun lang, I want to share with you that that's how it makes me feel when I cook for you. And the same way that if you don't like it, I feel discouraged. So for those who are listening sa mga kasama din natin dyan who are also going through the same thing, siguro what we can do or what you can do is what can you say intentionally to your spouse to appreciate them? It can be simple, it can be something great, or alam mo yung I'm sure meron kayong gustong i-appreciate sa spouse yun, nahihiya lang kayong sabihin.
We don't know how to do it.
Yes, and this is your chance to do that.
Kung hindi kayo
Vocal. Marami kasing hindi vocal
pwede
kasi.
mong simulan sa text message. Pwede mong simulan sa writing of letter. And then kapag na normalize na sa'yo yon, then pwede mo siyang sabihin eye to eye. Mas ma-appreciate ng asawa niya.
And see how your spouse will react to that. 'Di ba?
Yep.
Kasi ako, love, sobra akong na-bless na ito pala yung pakiramdam ng ina-appreciate, no? Ang sarap pala. So, syempre, parang all the more that you want to do that for each other.
Exactly.
So, that's it for today's episode, and we hope and pray that lahat tayo, maliban sa may learnings, meron din tayong ma-apply differently in our marriages. So, see you on the next podcast here on
Staying Afloat with VJ and Camille.